Welcome, DC movie news fans. Does Wonder Woman need to pack some cold gear and head to Mother Russia? Is the Batman starting over? And do we finally have a director for Suicide Squad 2? Stay tuned.
Welcome to Popcorn Talk, featuring movie discussion, news, and interviews. Popcorn Talk. We talk movies. And now, here's Popcorn Talk's DC Movie News.
Good afternoon, and it's a Thursday. Oh, there's the music. There it is. All right. Oh, four of us. Oh, we gonna put them in? Well, welcome everyone. Here we are on a Thursday afternoon, middle of July, sweltering summer heat, a week till Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I think we're all kind of frazzled still. There's a mess in the studio here today, but we're here. We're here with you guys. It was a busy week. I'm surprised that I'm here. Because usually when it's a busy week, I'm not here.
Yeah, you always miss the news weeks.
I do, but not this week.
It's not going to be as busy as next week, though. I feel like we're going to get some big stuff.
I think
maybe the week after.
The week after.
The week after, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm in the big boy pants today. I went home and put some big boy pants on, and I'm helping with the ladies here. But of course, I'm not alone. We got the two boys gone. But what did they say? Was it you or Adam that said, I'm here with my Roxy and my mistress? What did he say?
I did.
You did.
I just said you were with your two mistresses.
I'm with my two mistresses. That's what I am. Let's get to it. Joining me, I've got two lovely ladies on the panel. You guys are probably more interested in them than you are in me or what I'm going to say, and I totally am okay with that. Joining us on the end there, we got Elena Jordan. Welcome, Elena. How are we today?
Hey, I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Look at rocking Batman.
Yeah, always.
On Batman. And it is time for the crown jewel, but not only the crown jewel. Can I say today, you're the icing on the cake, the candles on the cupcake, because it's Miss Roxy Striar's birthday!
Happy birthday!
Thanks, guys. I love that people in the chat, Sky Patterson, happy 27th birthday, Roxy. You just aged me, man.
You're not even 27?
Oh, man, I'm 26 today, guys.
Wow. Boy, I remember being 26.
You aged me a
I
whole
remember
year of my
being
life.
26 back in the day when we didn't have the cell phones and internet.
Okay.
Anyway. Ladies, how are we today?
Okay.
Doing good.
Yeah. It's
a mellow
long
panel
day.
today.
It's been a long day.
It's a mellow panel today.
I'm excited about some Wonder Woman news.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
That's enough about us. Let's just get into this. Okay, so the big story that we agreed on was the Wonder Woman sequel will be set in the 80s, and it's versus the Soviet Union.
Yes.
Actually, it's the perfect time for the Cold War. You know, that is a lot of people, maybe readers and listeners, don't know about the Cold War. Because a lot of our fans the fans that I meet are, born in the late 80s, early 90s, so they might not have,
Yeah, that's
it was a
definitely
time
true.
that, it was a weird time to live through.
I think something interesting, though, I wish that I could have been a fly on the wall, because remember Patty Jenkins saying like a month ago that she wanted to make this present day? And now remember Patty Jenkins having the majority of the power sitting there with Jeff Johns. So did he change her mind, or was that Johnny's swerve?
It's odd. I don't know, because she still technically isn't officially signed on, even though it's just kind of assumed.
I thought she was.
I thought she was, but they're saying now she's not. It was all, she's doing the press and everything for it, but ink isn't dry, apparently.
Huh.
So I don't know if maybe that has something to do with it.
I think this has to do with the fact that like a week ago she sat there and was saying to herself, she's like, I've got this movie. It just came out of success. I got this great cast. And then she said like she hit an idea, hit her.
Yeah.
And then she's like, why will I not do this? I think that was the thing that said, okay, this will be a great time for her.
I agree. And also, I think that you guys know that Patty Jenkins is very active on the social media.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks at what people are saying. And from what I was seeing, correct me if I'm wrong, the majority of people were saying, we don't want to go to present day yet. We want to see more of her story. And we're not ready to be there. So I feel like she heard that and thought, all right, what are we going to do? Are we going to go with World War II? Probably not. Are we going to go with the 60s? I don't know. How about the 80s? What about the 80s?
The 80s is a great time because, and of course there are detractors already saying, well, it takes away from BVS, and then they're trying to nullify BVS by doing this because the Cold War was all about spies. You didn't want to make a show. You were all behind the scenes as undercover. I think that's what we're going to get.
Do you watch The Americans?
I don't.
Oh my god.
I was just talking to someone about that, but I'm so excited for Atomic Blonde that comes
yeah,
out.
me too.
Set in the 80s.
Me too.
Yes.
Crime.
Glow too. Is
Yes.
this huge, amazing hit that is also, about female empowerment and everything. So I think it's a good idea.
Huge time. I think I would have liked the 60s Wonder Woman with women's lib and the whole push for that.
Yeah,
but this is a
that
very
was the
good
other viable option.
Yeah, I think this is a.
I'm excited to see some shields and shoulder pads.
But also you look at 60s and there's still a war. There's still, that was the start of the Cold War, but there was still the Cuban Missile Crisis and all that going on. And we saw it with X-Men First Class. So this brings it in that. I don't think we've ever seen a superhero thriller set in the 80s. So I think that's a great choice. And if they know what they're doing. Now, the one part of this that I do not like is the talk of Chris Pine coming back.
Yeah.
And Screen Rant did a great write-up on how they could bring him back with being, whether it's his grandson or whatever. Because they had talked, I guess Chris had interviews saying, yeah, Steve probably had a life before he went to war. He might have had a baby. Who knows? But
I don't love the idea of Steve Trevor as Chris Pine being not Steve Trevor.
I don't.
And I don't love the idea of Chris Pine being a
descendant.
Yeah, it's just
because it's weird to me when descendants are identical.
Right,
to,
and it's
and it also kind of cheapens that character.
I was just
going
to say cheapens.
Because to me, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. You had a wife and a kid, but you're so in love with Diana, but you never once mentioned this wife and kid.
Right,
like, I feel like at some point...
Well, what makes me really uncomfortable is when Diana goes to hook up with Steve Trevor's grandson.
But now
like,
we don't...
Makes me,
they didn't say anything like that. They didn't say it would be a love interest, but would it be more of a
just in my mind,
partner in crime?
But as we've seen, we love their on-screen chemistry.
It's the best part of the movie.
If I see the two of them together, I'm gonna want that.
Right? Yes, I agree.
But
we're
what
on the
I
same
don't,
it's gonna be weird.
We're on the same boat.
Yeah.
I don't. As
I think
good as
flashback
he
is the only way that it's gonna work.
But even then, we saw their story. We were with them the whole time they were together.
Let's to play not even devil's advocate, but just to think about all of the options. Is it possible, I know the initial reaction you guys are going to give, but really think about it.
I'll hold myself.
Is it possible that we missed 1 second of something where he jumps out of the plane and shoots instead of, because we don't physically see him dying? Is it possible?
Roxy, I hear what you're laying down. I think it would totally undermine everything they did in that movie.
I agree, but do you think that they could try to pull something like that?
I think if they did, that would be one of the worst mistakes they'd ever make.
I don't think Patty Jenkins would do that.
I don't think so. I don't think Chris Pine would do it.
I think
yeah.
Because the crux of that was their love. And I watched it again recently, like a couple days ago, and that scene where they can't hear each other, but then they replay and they hear each other. It cheapens that. I mean, I know we all want him back because he was so good. They were so good together. We want him again. But I don't think... So the flashback, maybe they have... But maybe there's scenes, like remember in the bedroom up there and the lights pulls out? Maybe there's a flashback of that.
Interesting.
And still that means he's in the movie,
right?
But he's not a lead. Maybe.
The chat's got some interesting things going on. North Cal ACC says Steve Trevor coming back would contradict BVS unless she has to kill him because he is being used by a villain. Going off of that, Barry O'Mac says, I'm not convinced Ares is dead. Maybe he takes Trevor's form. Ares
is never dead. He just
doesn't
die.
Yeah,
He's always
dead. Cap Gwen America says Steve Trevor parachute style.
Nope.
Yvonne Soto, no body, no death rule, Roxy.
Oh.
East Blue Drew, have him come back as Ares, so she has to kill him. Which, that...
I don't want to see Ares. We saw it. Don't do a Lex Luthor where it's like the main villain, so we've always got to see him.
Alex says God of Death will bring him back.
I think...
He says they're going to use Hades for that.
There's so many other characters in the Wonder Woman pantheon that it's like...
I feel like it's going to be flashback because I feel like that's the only way that they can do it without cheapening the first film. Is just here's some more of what you love seeing. Here's some things that you didn't see.
Roxy, were you the one that put this in the breakdown about how Chris Pine came back? I'm just reading it now.
No, that's
you. Because I was like, did she misspell? I was like, oh no, she said it right. Okay, I just wasn't sure. I didn't know if that meant be picking or, but no, it's like, I get it. I see. I just
want me to tell
where
everyone.
it says without dicking up the first one.
I said how they could potentially bring back Chris Pine and with Wonder Woman 2 without dicking up the first one.
Dicking up the first one. But I think we all agree.
I write like
mean,
a duck,
as
Mike.
much. Hey, I love it. I don't want to see him come back. I love him. I like Chris Pine. I love the two of them, but I don't want to see it. I don't think.
It's just hard because his ending was so perfect for a standalone film, and we love the character. So
Right.
people are trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. I've never known. Is it a round peg into a square hole or
Either
a square
works.
peg
Either
into a
one
round
Either
hole?
works because they're not going to fit.
Well, I
Unless
kind of feel as if the round,
size-wise-
the hole's bigger,
Right.
and then the hole could fit anything, and that's what she
Well-
said. Yeah.
Um,
Third Eye Dreamer, I really like you. Said I didn't like him in there. I don't know why.
I didn't like him in the movie.
No, Third Eye Dreamer just said Roxy doesn't like me, and that's okay.
Oh.
I don't even know you.
Okay.
Tissue, I don't even know you.
She just told me she doesn't like you.
Well,
so
while
it's
we're on
okay.
Wonder Woman, I'll just real
made
quick.
that
We
up.
got two stories that are attached to Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman still killing it at the game.
Whoa.
She has the longest legs, no pun intended, of was that even a pun? I don't know. Of any
kind of.
superhero
You mean-
film in the past 15 years. Now, not to throw stones and not to do a little jab back and forth, but you know, we do with Marvel, is what we are, because the distinguished competition and whatnot. The MCU started in 2008. And that's a little less than 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So DC has got the longest legs of any film, 15 years. So what film do you think it is? Because I was trying to think. The only thing I could think of was maybe Spider-Man 1, which was 2002, and that's 15 years ago. I don't know what film, like, that was the one right then.
Well, the first thing that I'll tell you, just because the millennials out there,
Okay.
you're just killing the game. You're not killing it at the game. You're just killing the game.
How did I say it wrong? Well, like, what did I use it in
You're
what
like,
context?
she is killing it at the game.
Did I?
Like she's not killing it at
She's
the
killing the game.
She's
killing the
not
game.
in the game. She's in the stands, and she's
But she
still
is in the
killing
game.
it.
She is in the
She's killing
game.
it
She is the
at
game.
She's killing the game.
She's killing it at the game.
No,
Wonder
just-
Woman is in the game, and she's killing it at the
Take the preposition out.
Yeah, just killing. She's just
I don't
killing
like
the
it.
game.
I don't like it.
I
don't like it.
But moving on to what you were talking about,
Yes.
which is what other movie?
Yeah, what do you think?
For me, Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman. Like,
What?
He's saying
What other
prior
one-
to Wonder Woman, what would be
So- No,
right,
no,
and
no,
for
so-
me,
so I'm saying
for me,
looking-
there isn't like looking back. I feel like there
Oh.
not something that,
no,
in my mind, does
You know,
precede it.
I watched Batman Begins again recently, and that to me is so far my favorite superhero film of all time. This movie might surpass that. I think it might.
It's so interesting that that's your favorite superhero movie. of
Batman
all time.
Begins?
Yeah,
Why? It just it
because
reinvented the character.
yeah,
and
it's wonderful.
in a way that coming off of the Burton films, which like they made sense, like why his suit, why it looks like it does, because it was a military suit. He resprayed it, and the belt was a climbing harness. So they gave. Do I think it's the best comic book movie per se? I enjoy the tropes of Batman. Like Batman doesn't explain where his suit came from. He just like Affleck's Batman. I don't even know where it came from. It's Batman's suit.
Yeah.
But that movie was reinventing Batman at a time when we didn't want
I
Batman.
know I'm just such a Dark Knight girl, but I
Oh, I
feel
know.
you.
I know.
Adam Gertler has joined us in the chat.
Oh boy, here we go.
He says you kill that game, Roxy. Just so you know, it's got a lot of game talk in here.
But no, back to my story.
Yeah, go ahead.
What girls do you think was the movie that 15 years ago had the longest legs up until Wonder Woman beat it? I don't know. I
thought you were saying.
No,
yeah.
no. I meant like
Yeah, that's why you said Spider-Man 1.
Spider-Man. Because that probably ran all summer. I don't know.
Spider-Man 2002.
Yeah, I think
was-
that would
that
be
was
that
it.
had been it.
That was the.
That's
yeah,
amazing
what
to
it
me.
was.
And since then we've had the golden era of superhero films. It's amazing to me that this film, and we were talking a lot about this online. I was
Yeah.
talking to a lot of friends. They were saying how much a lot of these superhero films come out, and with 2 weeks people forget about them, and they're on to the next one of like what's coming out next. But Wonder Woman, and this proves it, has shown legs. We're still talking about it. What is it? A month and a half later, we're still talking about
Because
it.
people are still going to see it.
And not just us, not us,
No.
just people.
I haven't heard
everyone.
anybody mention, and I thought this movie was great, but no mention of Guardians 2.
That's what I'm saying.
I haven't heard anybody talking
That's
about
what I'm saying.
Everyone's still talking about Wonder Woman.
Let me tell you
People
this,
are
girls.
still talking about Logan, I will say.
That-
People are still
yes,
talking about
agreed.
Logan.
Yes, that is true.
Agreed. That is true.
But-
Let me ask you girls this. How do you feel now? Because looking back on this, and I think you guys listening to this, you like to watch this show because we don't throw out unspeculated crap. Like there was that talk of the people with Wonder Woman going, "Oh, it's a mess. It's exact. People saw it. It's terrible." Where do you think? Do you think it was just people wanting to start stuff? Because look, there was no.
Like, Armpit Gate happened. Yes, people want to start stuff.
I'm not even talking
Like-
armpit gate. That was a picture someone saw, and people made a thing. of
I
it.
know, but the
I'm
point
talking
is
about
that people
that
want to
was-
start things. People want to say,
Okay.
this movie sucks. Look at our armpits. Like, there's You can't be like, rationally, why are these people saying it? Because the same people were saying, I have a friend who worked on the movie and they said it bites before the movie started filming.
Okay.
Are the same people that are saying, she's got hairy armpits, man.
So then I guess to me to say that for you guys are smart. You know not to take that. But, you know, we try and never be like those guys, you know. Hear stuff, this and ever. It's just like, because it's gonna start happening with Justice League. It's gonna start happening within a month or two.
It's already happening with Batman. Just wait till I rep Adam here.
Okay, here we go.
Wait till I rep him.
Perfect segue, Roxy. So Matt Reeves
here in the chat.
He is now having press for, is it War of the Planet of the Apes? Right? Yes. All this press, and I'm
so excited, by the way.
He has said that his Batman is completely starting over. It is take the script that Terrio and Affleck done, and they're not using that. Thoughts?
I'm gonna throw out Affleck's script.
Which
I think, honestly, it's a good idea. If you have a vision for your movie, then make your movie. If you don't think you can make somebody else's movie well, then don't try to make somebody else's movie. I would much rather have somebody say, look, the movie that was written...
I'm going to sneeze, but I'm good.
Bless you.
Look at the light. Look at the light. Keep going.
I would much rather have somebody say, you know, I'm looking at the script and looking at the groundwork that was laid for me, and I don't think that I can bring this to life in a way that is going to do it justice, but I think if you let me start over and go from the bottom up, having my hands in it from the beginning, I'm going to make something solid and I'm going to make it good. I would always take that over option A.
Put aside for a second whether this is the right move or the wrong move. Just put that aside, because I don't think that... I'm channeling my inner Adam for a second.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Here's my inner Adam.
And just so everyone knows, Adam texted us and said, Roxy, you're his proxy. Is that what he said?
Proxy. Roxy, for this debate. Are you throwing out his script? Or are you throwing him out?
Oh, no.
Is this a move where we're just getting rid of his words? Because... that seems like a first step. So if you're going to take away somebody's script, his idea, first he's not going to be a director on it. Then you're going to take away his script. What's the next step? He's not involved in the movie at all. Just saying, it keeps going. Every time they've been like, but that's the most we're going to do. He's still involved. It goes one step further. Now, but... okay, go ahead.
The one thing that they do push, though, is saying he will still portray Batman. More so than, you know...
Reeves said it. He's my Batman.
What did Reeves actually say? The last time that he was asked, the last time people were asked, what did they say? As of this point, as of now, yeah, I guess.
Well, he could pass away tomorrow. Who knows?
Yeah. Okay, but me as Roxy, I'm very unsure. I'm still 50-50. I don't know what's going on. Do I think it's a good idea going back to that? Yeah, I think it's really hard to come onto somebody else's project and use their words, especially if you don't believe in them. Then you should start from scratch. But that doesn't make me feel confident that Affleck's going to be involved.
Okay.
That's where I am.
All right. This is where I am. Number one, he was not an Edgar Wright, Peyton Reed situation. They were not ready to shoot this movie, and he dropped. They had plenty of time, because look at what happened with The Flash. That was a Lord and Miller script that they were going to direct. They dropped out. Seth Green comes in to their script, drops out. Rick Fuyama comes on to Lord and Miller's script, drops out. All these directors wanted to make their movie, but they were sticking to this script. And now he comes in, he gets this script. I was never on board with Deathstroke as a main villain. I'm sorry, the way that he was shoehorned into Justice League, we think, and now Deathstroke is not a main villain to me. He's by definition is a mercenary for hire, a gun for hire. Someone bigger has to be pulling his strings. Deathstroke is not the lead of a Batman film, and especially when he's been done so well.
I really like Deathstroke. I really like him as a character, and I do think.
Do you like him because you saw him on such a fantastic season of Arrow?
He wasn't. That's true.
Yes.
That is part of it for sure. But that made me feel confident going into it that Deathstroke could be a big villain for it, not for the Justice League, but for Batman.
But Matt Reeves could have gone, you know what? I like Arrow. I saw it. They did a really good job with it. I'm not gonna. Let's do something new.
Yeah. Don't you think Flash could have gone? We like Barry Allen. They're doing a great job with it. Let's do something new. Definitely.
That's different. Barry Allen is known as the Flash. That's why
they could have gone with Wally West.
That's why we're having Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. They're not going to jettison Hal Jordan.
They're not going to do a Wally West movie before they do a Barry Allen movie.
I think that they could have. I'm not saying that they should have, because I think that Barry Allen's a stronger choice, just like I think Deathstroke's a strong choice, even though he's done the TV show.
But it's not the strongest choice.
I think it's a strong choice.
Let me say this too, because you and Adam are on the same page of this.
Well, apparently we're not completely. Adam would like to say he doesn't think that he was ever doing their script.
Okay, it's fair enough. But also, you and Adam, I believe, I don't know if Adam, but I know you want release dates. Remember we talked about this a couple weeks ago. You want
mean
those
during
release
Comic-Con?
Just in general, you want to know a slate and release dates. I think
No.
we talked about
Order.
this.
I want order.
What do you mean order?
Order. I don't need June
Movie
of this
order.
year. The order of the films I would like.
Flash before.
Okay. Then okay.
Yeah.
What
Not
I feel
like Aquaman this day.
the
just
problem is, and
Aquaman
there's a big
before,
article
Flash
on Hollywood
before
Reporter
Justice.
this week that said the problem with this summer movie season and why it's terrible is because studios plant dates and go, Transformers 5 has to open here, Pirates of the Caribbean has to open here. So you get a writer that's like, crap, I've got 3 months to get this script before we go into production.
I completely
Let's
agree.
throw something out. They don't have a date for Batman. I don't want to see Batman at Comic-Con this year. I don't want Matt Reeves coming out saying, we're going to be... No, get that script done. Because remember how long Affleck was like, guys, we don't have a script yet. I'm not going to say we do. Even Affleck was saying it. And Affleck never said, my script is done. He never did. So maybe they didn't crack it. Maybe him and Terry will go, guys, we can't beat The Dark Knight. If we're not going to beat The Dark Knight with having a script, there's no point in making a Batman film. So
I don't
Reeves
disagree.
comes in, and Reeves even said, he's like, how did he pitch Batman? He goes, you know what, guys? This is what I want to do with the character. You might not want to do it, and if you don't, that is cool. I will walk away. I'm cool saying no. And he even said, he's like, I'm okay saying no if I can't get what I want. And he got what he wanted. He probably wanted to do something different.
What
And
are you fighting right now, though?
I'm not fighting anything. I'm just saying that I think Affleck, if you want to be put in charge, like Reeves, that's a great director to have at the seat in a great helmet. And who's to say that Terrio's not going to write it with him? Or Jeff Johns not going to write it with him? We don't know who's writing it with him.
You think that Reeves and Terrio are co-writing a script?
I think Reeves is going to say, hey, what? Because he's even said, he's thrown hints. He's like, he wants to do a psychological, he wants to do a crime drama. It's like maybe Affleck's version of that with Deathstroke is not what he wanted to do.
Huh.
So I think it was a terrible idea to release the Manganiello costume, this and that, before they even had a script done. It was like, that just seems so premature to me. Unless his cameo in Justice League is Batman fighting him, throwing him in jail, which is great. That's what I love. Like Kevin Smith's original Superman Returns script had Superman fighting Deadshot in the pre-credit scene, and it was great. Deadshot wasn't even a character in the film, but he was a quick little 5-minute scene at the beginning, and it showed Superman being Superman against him. If Batman against Deathstroke is a fight at the beginning, throws him in jail, great, done. He's in the universe. We'll see him again. Great. But let Reeves, don't give them a time frame. Don't say, hey, you've got to have this script. You got to hit Memorial Day 2019. Let them do it right. We've got so much goodwill with Wonder Woman. Let's keep it going.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think Affleck is not leaving. Affleck is not leaving.
Okay.
He is not leaving. I don't think so. I just don't.
I don't know.
And if he is, I don't think we're going to get a new Bruce Wayne. I think they will go Dick Grayson or something. I think he will come back.
I don't think he's going to leave. I think he's going to be Batman, and I think that because he knows that the script wasn't there, I think that he's fine with Matt Reeves taking over and directing a movie that he wants to
and
direct.
I'm sure Reeves had to screen, or they got a screening of Planet of the Apes, the Warner Brothers, and all the people's like, holy shit, this guy's phenomenal.
And if Ben Affleck wanted to direct Batman, he would have directed Batman. He doesn't want to.
Right.
So I think if he wants to be Batman,
I don't think they needed a screening. He's phenomenal.
Yeah, I think
in general.
But not everyone. We see that differently. Studios go, okay, let's see what. You're only as good as your greatest work. That's the common thing in Hollywood.
I feel like nobody is questioning his talent. I don't think anybody on the project is.
Right. So why would Batman, when you got
a
director like Reeves attached to it, you wouldn't leave. You would go, okay, this is gonna be phenomenal.
I think it's. I don't think there's gonna be a.
And
problem.
people are saying that this movie, that there's even there's no dialogue in it. That there's no dialogue in this movie, like in a good portions of it, because it's just emotion. It's like, that's Batman. He doesn't need to talk. Can you imagine what he would do with Batman? That's why he gives comparisons between Caesar and Batman. They're great comparisons. So I'm like, he's not leaving.
I'm really excited to have an argument with you when we're actually arguing.
Okay. Well, let's get to this. There might be some stuff on here we'll argue about. Let's get to that. We're just clearing the air. Okay. So Suicide Squad aims for a date. 2018.
Mm-hmm. Well, you just keep looking at me like I've said that has to be law.
I'm not looking. I'm looking at you. I'm going to look at here.
I would like an order. I would just like to know what order in which these films.
It makes sense because
why?
Because we're looking at origin stories and we're looking at also a collective film. We're looking at Justice League, we're looking at BVS, we're looking at Wonder Woman, we're looking at standalones, and then we're also seeing.
We're not.
But Wonder Woman is going to be set in the 80s, so it doesn't affect anything.
What about Aquaman?
We don't know when Aquaman said. It's set after Justice League.
I would like to know when movies are being set. That's the point.
Yeah.
Set. Like their time frame, or
No, like first you're going to see Justice League.
okay.
Then you're going to see this movie. Then this one.
So
then
you
I can
want
start
a
to
release
mentally
date.
gear. No,
Not a release date,
Where
just
did
an
I
order.
just say a release date?
So you just want them to go, these are the order they're going to come out, but we're not
I
going to
want
tell you
to know
when.
that I'm going to see Wonder Woman and BVS before I see her origin story.
I
don't
want
need to know that it's May 4th, 24th. Like, I just need to know. Yeah,
What our
I'm
next-
with you.
But what does that do for you then?
It lets you kind of build a framework. If this
and
is
get excited,
a world
like,
that is,
this is when I'm going to see the
connected.
Flash. Like right now,
Yeah.
imagine if Cyborg came out next year. You would be like, huh? This was further down. Like I'm not mentally at Cyborg land yet. Like I'm not ready for that. So I like to know the order in which I'm getting things. First, I get excited for Wonder Woman. Then I'm going to get excited for Aquaman. I was getting excited for Flash, but now I'm not getting excited for Flash
Why
because
can't
I have
you
no
get
idea.
excited for it still?
Because when the hell's Flash?
Doesn't matter.
To me, it does, Mike.
Okay.
It does. I want to know when.
But they're not going to give you an order unless they have it ready to go. They're not. They know
Okay.
this now. They made the mistake, and Marvel made the mistake too. What happened to Marvel's Inhumans movie? It's a TV show on IMAX now because they jumped the gun and said, we're moving Inhumans 2020, it's coming out. It's like, no.
I get what you're saying,
can
but I
move things.
also understand, like,
But then we
Roxy's
get upset
saying
when it moves
if-
and people are like, whoa, is it in trouble because they moved it?
Idiot Box says studios don't owe us any dates and timelines.
They
We're so spoiled.
don't.
Let me respond. I'm not saying we're owed anything.
Okay.
I don't feel owed. You're asking what I would prefer, and I'm letting you know what I would prefer. I would like to know the order of what's happening.
If somebody
Do I
says
feel
you're going on a
entitled
trip
that?
to Disneyland, but it's either it may be in a month, it may be in a couple months, it may be next week.
Are you going
wanna
before
know
China
when to get
or
excited?
after
I have
China?
a,
wanna
okay,
know
here's,
when to get
here-
excited.
here's my
Yeah.
analogy, ladies. Would someone like say, hey guys, I have dinner for you. I got dinner coming up. It's going to be dinner. And it's going to be before dessert. Or do you want to go, Mike, I went to the grocery store, I bought the steak, I got potatoes ready for it, I've got a great salad,
I don't
I'm
think
going to
this
prepare it all,
analogy works.
and then I'm going to give it to you guys.
Yeah,
at this,
I think it's
this when we're having
basically
dinner.
like,
What?
hey,
What?
The
you're
dinner-
gonna have
Dinner.
dinner,
What
and
movie
then
is
you're
dinner?
gonna have dessert. That's what I want to know. I
The-
want to know that dessert's
the
after
ingredients,
dinner.
the
I'm not
steak.
asking what's in the. I'm not asking like what's in the dinner. I'm just want to know. Am I
Hey,
gonna have ice cream before? Or
Elaine,
after steak?
I'm gonna pick you up for dinner.
I'm happy about both of them.
Elaine, I'm picking you up for dinner. I'm gonna come get you. We're having dinner.
I'm holding you to this.
So just whenever I call you, hey, dinner's here. I'm coming to get you. No, let you know, hey, I got a great steak. I got some great potatoes. Got some great salad. I'm putting it all together. Be ready, 10:30, Monday the 14th.
So you do want a date and a time.
Exactly.
I'm just saying I don't, but I'm saying
What?
I want all this
Mike,
done.
your
I want,
analogy.
I want the steak. I want the potatoes. I want to have it all done, ready to
All I
prepare and
know
show
is
to you and
I'm
go,
starving.
hey, this what? It's going to be for you.
But this is what they're doing right now, Mike. They're saying, we've got dinner. We can't tell you anything about it.
No,
It's
they're not.
behind our back.
No, they're not.
We announced that there's going to be Cyborg. When's it coming? When's it? Not going to tell
You're going
ya.
off. You're going off Cyborg from
Shazam. Not going to tell you.
because Roxy, you were going off of what they did at Slate 4 years ago at Comic-Con. That's when they posted all the logos. That's done.
With
That is-
dates.
they didn't have dates on that. They just had logos.
Years. They had years.
What year was
Listed
Cyborg?
in the thing, 2020.
So you realize that was a mistake, and they're not doing that anymore. They're not going to do it
doesn't matter.
anymore. They're
But
not going to
it
do
can
that
This
anymore.
change.
is hysterical. Can we move on?
Fine.
I do have to say though, because this entire conversation has now just made me very hungry, and all I can think
I'm
about
so
is
hungry.
steak.
I want steak. Why is that? Where is the steak?
I am hoping that when I get home, I will have an amazing delivery waiting for me
Yeah.
from Blue Apron.
That would be amazing. Amazing.
Because I think I need it right now after
Yeah.
this conversation, because I know whatever they bring me will be delicious.
That's true. That
And I know when
organic
it's
good
coming
stuff.
because they send me emails and they tell me to expect it.
I completely agree. I love me some Blue Apron. I love it. I love it. It's inexpensive. It's great quality. It's delicious
so good.
food. I actually had a steak from them the other day.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And you can go online, you can pick what you want delivered to you. You get to pick 3 different options every week. It's amazing.
And if you're out of town for 1 week, you could skip
Yeah,
to the
just
next
skip it.
week. I love it. Blue
yeah,
Apron's the
switch it
best.
up. It's so good. And if you guys want to try Blue Apron too, you can.
True that. That's true.
And
should.
And you should. And you can also get your first 3 meals for free with free shipping just by going to blueapron.com.
I love that free shipping. I'm such a
movie news. All about, yeah.
I'm all about free shipping. Sorry, I stepped on you. Where can they go?
Oh, you can go to blueapron.com/movie news. And try it. And you should, because it's yummy. And they'll let you know when. They'll let you know when you're going to eat. and what you're going to eat. And then
Especially
it's going to be delicious.
Steak dough. We're getting.
But what if they let you know when it was coming and didn't show up then? Wouldn't you be upset? You would, wouldn't you? Because you were craving it.
They're not going to do that though because
they're not
because
going
they're
to
smart.
do that
Because
to
they're
me.
smart. Because they're
They
smart.
won't ever leave
And the
me
analogy
hungry.
comes full circle.
Adam's texting us right now.
What does he want?
I'm just excited about Reeves having a POV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Directors who have vision are the directors I want at the
And
helm.
his war movie is getting phenomenal reviews. Anyway, Ryan Reynolds, a man who's been on both sides of the fence
love this
of the comic world, sent a little love letter to Gal Gadot. It was like, what was it? It was his.
He put an Instagram.
Little Instagram.
Yeah.
Deadpool heart.
Yeah.
He said in the caption, "The Merc may be filthier, but her BO is stronger. Congrats, hashtag Wonder Woman, hashtag box office box."
That guy was just born to play that role.
Yeah.
He was not a Hal Jordan, and I think everyone knew that even from when he was announced as casting.
That was so not the problem with that movie.
Oh, I know, but that's one of the components that just was not on that film.
I think he actually could have been an okay Hal Jordan.
No, he couldn't have.
Oh.
I think
He could have
And
been.
we disagree, Rox. Oh, it's okay. We can
No, he couldn't
We
have.
can disagree. We can disagree. It's
All
okay.
we know is that the suit was flawless, and that's all that matters.
Is that a fucking joke?
Yes,
that's
that's
a
a
I was gonna
joke,
say,
Mike.
oh my god! All right. Moving on. Speaking of CGI and suits, very good segue there. Now I don't know. I think his name is Syrian. Syrian Hines admitted that he had never filmed with any of the JL cast. He had said that he wears the mocap suit. They had the cameras on his face, which
This is people freaked out for no reason.
why
Yeah.
people? Andy Serkis probably didn't work with half the cast
no.
of Apes.
Here's
You
what he
just
said.
don't.
He said, quote, "No, I don't know whether they're all afraid to come and meet me." So he's trying to play it off like a joke. No, they weren't really, because it's imaginary. You do it with green screen. That was another challenge, you could say. Yeah. So, yeah, it's challenging when you
Sure.
don't have it, but it's not like he's never in the room with them. This movie's gonna suck.
You know what I want to say, and this is going way, way, way back, but The Indian in the Cupboard.
Love that film.
So
Did
good.
you get it on VHS because they send
yes.
you a little Indian
Yes,
like
the little thing.
I don't think that's PC anymore.
It's
but.
basically
you just
but
go?
these two
No.
no,
Oh, I thought-
we just went yay.
We were just like, "Ooh," what was that noise you made over there?
I
That
did.
was-
Oh, I thought you did the. Okay.
No.
Well, you said, is that inappropriate? I was just like, oh,
To
God.
say they send you a little Indian is why I
That's
said
not
that.
inappropriate. It's
Yeah.
when it comes in the thing.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were making. Never
No,
mind.
anyway. But the
Never
point
mind.
is, this amazing movie is so incredible because the dynamic of these two actors that never met until the premiere. So everybody shush. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, the guy
And if
playing-
you're a good actor, then your green screen capabilities are good.
The guy who played Mogwai didn't meet Sam Jackson and Scarlett Johansson. Was Sam Jackson in Jungle Book?
Oh, Mowgli?
But Mowgli.
Mogwai? I'm sitting here thinking like Gremlins.
Yeah,
I was like, what are you
Mowgli,
talking
Mowgli?
about?
What did you call him?
Mowgli. A
Mowgli?
Mogwai.
Mowgli.
That's so gremlin, man. That's
What's his name in Jungle Book?
Mowgli.
Mowgli.
So I called him Mogwai. Okay, I pronounced it wrong.
You're killing it.
He didn't work with Scarlett
killing
Johansson
it at the
ever.
game.
She wasn't on set.
Was she the snake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was never on set. Christopher Walken never on set.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It
That's
was a
what
phenomenal
Huey Cox
movie.
in the chat just said, Jungle Book. People need to calm down.
Stop,
Yeah.
people. Jeez.
Ooh, Andy
Settle.
Serkis for Gorilla Grodd.
So what they probably did is they
Ooh.
probably had an actor wearing them like he's probably a tall actor, probably 6'4", 6'5", one of those stunt
Is
big
Syrian
guys.
Hines tall?
I don't think so, but they
That's
they
not the
probably
point,
want
yeah.
a physical presence, like to mocap his body. His face was probably digitally added into the physical form. There probably was
Well,
a
depends what
physical
he looks
actor.
like.
Look at the behind the scenes for Beauty and the Beast. That super romantic
Yes.
scene. It's a dude on crazy stilt shoes.
Yes, it's like,
looking
please
like a
stop. It's not a
padded
problem.
Idiot. It's fine. It's great.
Okay.
It's gonna be
There's all this time.
So speaking of someone that wasn't on the set, I do not think it was Affleck, Gal, and Cavill in these
CGI
Wonder Woman
is
commercial.
fine. I loved it.
But it was a very cool commercial, wasn't
Kind
it?
of cute.
It was
it's
very
so cool
cool.
because this is like what has got me the most emotional about the entire Wonder Woman movie is being able to tangibly and quickly see the change in young kids. And like how like little boys are wearing Wonder Woman shirts and what
Yes.
that means.
I still
And,
haven't found a good Wonder Woman shirt. I'm hoping next week I'll find one.
Adam just wore a great one last show that you weren't here. You gotta
look
check
at
it
the
out.
show.
Yeah, it was really good.
Was it vintagey looking?
Kinda. It was like gray with.
It looks
red.
really cool.
It was cool. It was cool
I just
looking.
want simplicity.
You'll
I'll find
definitely
one.
find a good one.
Oh, gosh,
But
yeah.
I
100%.
love this commercial because I don't know if we've got it to check out. I know that this isn't it that you're looking at right now on the rundown, but what I loved about the Walmart commercial, the ads, was that it's like these little kids being badass, equally as badass to each other in a Batman, in a Superman, and in a Wonder Woman outfit. Yeah. And that was like, that was really cool. Because growing up, I remember Hot Topic had Wonder Woman shirts. But that was like the most you got, and it wasn't like all over the place. I had a little Wonder Woman shirt because I liked Wonder Woman, but it wasn't everywhere. And now I feel like they're saying, whoever you are, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman,
you don't
really
just have
Trinity.
to go to Six Flags to get
I like
Wonder Woman.
because I see a lot of girls wearing a Batman shirt, and you see it everywhere. Well, is that Batgirl or Batman? It's probably
Batman.
That's Batman. Yeah,
I wear
but
Batman
I now
shirts all the time.
yeah, but now I see guys wearing Wonder Woman shirts,
And that's so
awesome.
and it's not a boy wearing one. No, it's a guy wearing a Wonder Woman shirt.
Yeah.
Cool.
I
like,
got so excited because when I was doing the Comic-Con in Vegas, I was walking down the street and somebody I thought was catcalling, and I was all upset until I understood that they were going, Amazons, yeah, because I was wearing a Wonder Woman dress.
Yeah.
I was like,
Cool.
was
That's
very
cool.
excited. It's awesome.
I like that. Yeah, it's just a cute little thing. Anyway, I saw it somewhere as an ad, and I was like, wow, is this a thing? And they just came out.
Speaking of, can we just talk about cool stuff?
Yeah.
You notice something looks a little different today. We had got this. I want to call it a gift box.
Mikey Christmas style.
They Mikey Christmas the F out of this box because Johnny's like, hey, this company Factory Entertainment sent us a box, and he sent us the picture, but the picture didn't do its size. So I was like, you were like, hey Mike, can you go get the box? It looked like a coffin. It was so big.
Yeah, this thing was a massive box.
Dead.
Yeah, because we're dead.
Awesome.
Hashtag dead.
Like, look at these things. Like,
try to use dead in a sentence, Mike, like millennials do.
This company, holy crap! You put me on the spot here. They deaded us with all this merchandise. I'm dead by this merchandise they gave us.
Yeah. Oh my God, this merchandise dead.
No, no, that doesn't.
So, yeah, it's awesome. Factory Entertainment for the win on this stuff.
Now they're gonna be at Comic-Con.
Yes, they are.
Now, guys, if they've been Johnny's kind of been the contact point, but guys, I'm gonna come see you guys. They're booth 2647. But if you're not going to go to Comic-Con, they're at factoryent.com. Yeah. They're Factory Entertainment. Factory Ent, E-N-T. I mean, this stuff's awesome.
So this stuff is all going to be available at Comic-Con, and you can order it now, and you can pick it up at that booth if you're going to be there, or you can pre-order it now, and it can ship to you after the show. I know we all have our personal favorites, but they're all pretty badass.
Yeah.
Like this
I
Killing Joke.
I go with the Lantern. I go Lantern.
Of course you go Lantern. The Killing Joke one is so sick. Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah.
Unbelievable.
Classic Superman.
Yeah, I love that. And there's some movement to it too.
Yeah.
All of them, they've got some movement.
I love it.
Catwoman, like she spins, she twists, twists and
Yeah.
shouts. Yeah. So some really cool stuff. The little cyborg, and then this Back to the Future keychain, which we're really.
But these are con
enjoying, too.
exclusives, they say. So they got exclusive. Oh, you guys love those exclusive stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. So again, www.
It's like Mikey Christmas come early for me. This is awesome.
Yeah.
www.factoryent.com. ENT for entertainment, guys, and booth number 2647. Check them out, and thank you guys for sending us this stuff. Yeah, of course. Let's go together.
Hang out there, your booth. Bug you guys.
Yeah,
me too. Be fun.
Look at the stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God.
What?
Well, we didn't even show the other
the
stuff.
Wonder Woman sword
I thought you were gonna bop me over the head with these things.
Yeah, we go. Like this is my sixth.
No, you
sword.
can't hit me with it. You know. Look at you both. Why
shield
do you,
yourself.
They both...
Shield yourself, Roxy.
No, Mike, you shield yourself. Yeah.
Hey, what the? I wasn't ready for it.
He was ready.
Now you stand there and I'm gonna
Bats and
throw it at
swords.
you like she does in the movie.
Go ahead.
Ready? No, I'm not gonna do it to you. Come on, girls.
Okay. And then there's yeah.
That mallet though, I want to crack someone over the head with that thing.
So if you guys are
Where's
on iTunes,
Adam
switch
when I
over
want
to YouTube.
that thing? That is what. Let me see this. This is gonna be from now on. Anytime Adam is saying something that I don't like in the show, I'm just gonna reach down and go, boom, in the show.
I honestly think what we should do is leave that and this at studio and always have them on opposite sides of the room.
Anytime.
And just have them to defend yourself. Just
Roxy, say something you want a release date. Boom.
I don't want a release date. Why doesn't he get it?
Perfect.
Cool.
We're not asking for dates, we're asking for orders.
Factory Entertainment, you guys are
Yes.
All right. So, this is a piece of news that Atlanta, you put up. Do you want to talk about it? Because I'm a little...
Dunkirk.
I'm dead on this issue, and I'm a little upset about it.
No. Because you use it like you're actually dead.
I can say it how I want.
That's true. That's true.
You can say whatever you want.
I'm going to go ham on this.
There you go.
I'm going to go ham on this. So lay it out, please. Lay it out.
Okay, I'm not trying to get too salty with your hand.
Put it over.
It's salty. Sam is salty.
Ham is salty.
Ham
I
is
was
salty.
helping you out with a
Sam
fun
is
pun.
salty for sure.
But Sam
No,
is
I want
also
to.
halty.
This is your story. I want her to tell us about
So
it.
basically, a bunch of people went to go see Wonder Woman, and they screened the 7-minute-long Dunkirk trailer before the movie, which Dunkirk looks amazing. Christopher Nolan, amazing director, but they didn't preface it as, this is, get ready, you're about to enjoy a 7-minute-long Dunkirk trailer. Instead, they said, here's your feature presentation, and 7 minutes of Dunkirk played.
Okay.
And people were waiting for Wonder Woman going, is this part of the movie? So they were just very confused.
I think this is people not paying attention because
well,
when I went to
just
see
the Twitter response is funny.
But when I went
what
to
it is
see
it's basically people just being like, this is a long ass trailer. 7 minutes is so long.
this is what WB did with the 12-minute Dark Knight Rises prologue with Bane. They showed that before a film. There was no like, this is 12 minutes of the Dark Knight. This was just
Was Bane cut there?
No, it wasn't. WB did this.
I live in the darkness.
I forgot what film. Oh, I forgot what film they attached it to. It might have been Inception, or what. I forgot which film they attached it to. But there was no like, this is 12 minutes of the Dark Knight Rises. The WB logo came up,
right? But
and then the plane is flying over.
War movie. Here's a different war movie. We're not going to distinguish the two war movies, and also here's a lot
I remember
of it.
this. The press was saying Dunkirk is going to screen a special 7-minute thing with certain films. I remember that.
I don't remember that, and I will say that one time I went to when did Dear White People come out? Like last year.
The Netflix show?
No, it was a movie first.
It was
whenever it came out.
Like
I went to see a movie that was playing at the same time as that. It was some comedy, and I was super duper stoned. And I went to the movies, and I'm ready to like watch something funny. And Dear White People comes on, and all of us thought it was some sort of like preview. And 30 minutes in, finally somebody stood up and was like, "Guys, I think they're playing the wrong movie."
That's different.
So it does happen where theaters do that. So I could understand being a person there being actually legitimately confused if it's 7 minutes has been going on, being like,
it's because they said,
here's
your feature
movie?
presentation.
But I'm sorry, if you know you're going to go see...
If you say we're screening your feature presentation and then another preview comes up,
I saw
and it's
7
the
minutes of a
longest
film
preview.
and not one cast member was in the cast of the movie that I was going to see, I'd go, okay, this is either a preview or I'm in the wrong film. I wouldn't go, I didn't know they were in this
but
movie.
you would say there's two options.
I think that's what you would say. You'd be like, maybe I'm in the wrong movie.
Nobody was going, oh, wow, I didn't know Harry Styles was in Wonder Woman. I think people were going, hey, is this the wrong movie or what's happening?
What, it lights up? What
happened? I hit a sound button and it sound on impact.
Oh.
That's my, please.
All right. Hit the table, Mike.
I don't want to knock the table. I want to
hit the floor. I don't hear anything.
I think you gotta put batteries in it probably.
All right.
But there's a sound button here.
Because I think this one has a sound one too. Oh.
I love that you are over here smack talking all the people who are like
sound effects.
Oh! God! Oh!
This is pandemonium.
Look at you did, Factor Entertainment. Hey, it's your birthday. 26 smacks.
I'm so sorry. I thought I was gonna miss you.
You thought it hurt? You thought it wouldn't hurt? You got me with the paper on it too.
Oh my God.
All right.
Mike, move us on. I'm so sorry.
We're moving on from Dunkirk. Dunkirk, more like Dummy Kirks in that movie theater.
Wow.
I think they went and saw Dunkirk. Anyway, okay.
No one is saying these people are idiots. We're saying their Twitter responses were funny.
Anyway,
you would have heard.
What are we talking about? We talk about concept artists.
I gotta leave.
You gonna take off?
In a minute. I saw Preacher though, not the most recent.
Hold on.
one.
What are we gonna go with, Rox? I'm going off track here. You want to talk about TV time real quick when you're here?
Yeah.
Let's do some TV time before Roxy got to take off.
I'm crying. TV time. There's not that much. Yeah. I'm so sorry. It's so sad because you can only see if you only see the wide. There's no wide shot, so it doesn't. It looks like you're being a little bitch a little bit.
It's something new.
But I know.
It's something
new.
It
was really hard, but
let me heal you with my healing powers.
We're on TV time, Roxy.
Yeah.
For you.
So there's another Preacher episode. We're on episode 4. My reason that I didn't watch it is because it doesn't get uploaded on the interwebs until the next week, so I'm constantly a week behind.
Same.
Which is annoying to me, because I should just stop being such a millennial and buy cable, but I won't.
No, cable, don't buy cable.
I haven't had cable in 15 years.
No one uses cable. Cable companies
I haven't had cable
suck.
since Spider-Man 2 was beating Wonder Woman.
I really didn't do it on purpose, guys. I'm so sorry, Mike.
Don't.
But Preacher this season is, I will say, not just 10 times, but 20 times better than last season.
Head and shoulders above of the last season?
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so good.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Last season was good, but there was no chaos. And that's so
you like
weird
chaos?
for Preacher.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you read Preacher?
I'm not. Again,
okay.
not
The problem
supernatural.
people
It's not my
had
thing.
with season 1 was it was a slow build, whereas season 2, it's just like
and that's
boom, boom,
Ruth
boom, boom,
Nega's
boom.
in that cast,
Yeah,
right?
she's amazing.
Amazing.
And Dominic Cooper. And Preacher's just like, it has to be disgusting and raunchy and gory
And ass-faced.
sexy and arse-faced. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
Eugene.
Oh my God, the Eugene stuff last week.
Dude.
You got like, oh my God, that was
Okay.
horrifying to watch. But I'll just say that in general, with no spoilers, this season is exactly what the comics should be represented.
So do you
on
think
TV.
maybe the first season, the network, and they were like, we're going to keep kid gloves on you, prove that you can get an audience, then we'll let you go crazy.
I think it was just establishing the characters more so than the plot. The plot, there's so much that goes on that I think for season 1, it was kind of like, here, now you get a good sense of who these people are.
And I think it was also preparing people.
Yeah,
For
and now
like,
you
we're
care.
different than the comic books.
Yeah.
You know, we've got a different tone. But then I think that Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg knew that they were going to get a second season regardless of what they did. Mm-hmm. And so they were like kind of being a little more chill and slow. And now I'm sure they're like, okay, the first season went over okay, but not great. We really have to step it up. And they love the comics. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to leave. Save me some goods. I want some of the goods. Joy, what is it?
It's a Christmas bag. Ignore the Christmas bag because that's Mikey
Mikey
Christmas.
Christmas.
I've always got Christmas bags.
What's in here?
It's something for
Should
you.
I read the card?
Sure, you can read the card.
You guys keep talking.
We're going to keep talking. All right,
think-
we're going to talk about going back off TV time because that's all we had. Because, Flash, Arrow, all those shows are on hiatus. Comic-Con next week. Hall H probably on Saturday. They've got big panels planned.
Yes.
You are like sunshine.
Yes. Are you going to read the card? You want to read the card?
I was just telling them that
Oh,
you
okay.
think I'm like sunshine.
Yeah, I do.
Even
At
after
times.
I hit you.
At times. Sometimes dark clouds come over sunshine, but it happens.
I love you.
I think after, not next week's show, the week after, we'll have a ton of stuff. And I'll be live tweeting from the panel. We're all going. All three of us will be there, guys. So we'll definitely tweet stuff out when we hear it and we see it happening on set. Or on the floor.
At the con.
Yeah, because there will be a lot of announcements probably. They'll probably show sizzle reels. They always show sizzle reels
Oh, yeah.
of the upcoming season. So next week will be the bigger TV kind of reveal.
It's a cupcake! And Adam's not here to put it in my face
Oh,
this
I know.
year.
Tell me about it. It's a s'mores one.
Whoa!
Some sweets from a sweet.
And he didn't even tell you when to expect it.
I didn't. You just got it. And now look how happy she is. Look how damn happy she is. And now it's going to top it off. Well, boom! Oh my gosh, can you imagine? I would never do that. No.
That was really good. I can't wait to eat this. All
But
right.
you gotta take off.
Sorry, guys.
You gotta take
Thank
off. We got a little time to talk. We'll talk. You take off there, relax. We'll miss you.
I'm gonna miss you.
Be
guys
safe
too.
driving. If you're driving somewhere,
Yeah.
please be safe.
Yeah.
Have a good birthday. What?
I'm gonna take my sword with me.
Take your sword.
Take your sword. Take the headphones
Take the
off
shield.
before you leave, so you don't crack
Take
your
the
head
shield
open,
so it's a
please.
set.
Guys, leave me some fun toys. You're gonna take all the toys.
I'm gonna take Green Lantern.
I know you are.
Is that okay?
Yeah, you deserve it.
Can I have Green Lantern?
Yeah.
I don't
you
want to
deserve
step
it.
on anyone's.
I want that one.
I know
Alright.
you do, boo.
What do you want us to leave you, Rox? Wonder Woman?
Well, you guys took the two coolest ones, so
Do you want?
all the rest are for me.
Fair.
Did Johnny take some?
No.
No.
Oh, he's too good of a guy. All right, Roxy. Bye, sweetheart.
Bye, Roxy.
All right, so Elena, this story. Did you post this? We were talking about this. The concept art.
Concept art.
Joshua Min releases concept art for Wonder Woman on ArtStation. I've never heard of ArtStation. Is that like DeviantArt?
It's kind of sort of. Think of it kind of like, I don't really know how to explain it. Like social media, but like for artists.
For artists.
Kind of.
Awesome,
So-
awesome. Like I am a huge fan of concept art. I love and
concept
I will
art.
give a shout out to Marvel because they do for every movie the art of. It's art of Guardians, art of Spider-Man Homecoming, and they're these massive, like 250-page books of just all the concept art for costume design. And these books, if you're a fan of Marvel films and you don't have these or whatever, check them out. Buy them on Amazon. They're always like 25% off. And BVS had a great one, and now Wonder Woman, they've got a great concept art. So his stuff, I think we showed a lot of it up there. We're showing you guys now.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome that he released all of this too, because we're getting to see, especially like the big fiery fight with Ares and everything. Just looks absolutely incredible.
I find this is happening more and more now, where artists are allowed to release it because it's probably property of the studio. But you would think, I mean, it's got to be a shift because I love concept art, and back in the day for superhero movies, it was very rarely that it came out. Leak stuff might came up, but I think maybe nowadays, because artists are on social media and that's their work, that's their resume.
Well, I think before there probably people didn't know that there was as big a demand as there is.
Okay.
Whereas now, because we're getting more fan feedback and there are fans who are able to say, hey, I want to see more of how this was the concept to what we actually see on screen.
Yeah.
Like the from script to screen full process. And now that we have sites that they're able to show it.
With Twitter, because a lot of the concept art, like some guy released a lot of stuff. It was Black Panther, but his Civil War designs.
Oh, yeah.
That I had not seen yet. But it's got to be a lot of like actors, or he's an artist, like, hey, I got to get work. So the more people that see my stuff, the more people hire me.
Well, think about it too, is that they have NDAs for a set amount of time, because this concept art was probably done, however many, over a year ago at least, and he's had to hold on to it and is just now able to show it after the finished product.
I did that with I got the Wonder Woman art of book, and I got it a couple days before the movie, but I knew there'd be Ares stuff in it, and they had not shown anything for Ares, so I purposely didn't look in the book. And sure enough, there's designs of Ares that look like the movie, so it would have ruined it for me. So.
Exactly. So cool. It makes sense why there are NDAs in place, but it's always nice when those are lifted and we get to see a little bit more behind the scenes stuff. So definitely recommend heading over to ArtStation and checking out.
I'll check that out because ArtStation I've never heard of.
Yeah, it's really cool, and just seeing even like the concept design of the way that their encounter on the beach. With him laying there and kind of like the very Little Mermaid-esque nod, and people wondering, was that intended? Is now we're seeing this concept art that was done however long ago, that yes, this is all very much thought out. This was all very true to the vision that it seems was the driving force for the film, which is why I think it turned out so well, which I think really getting to see this concept art and seeing how similar the idea was to the finished product just bodes well for even more of what we have to come in the DC EU.
Speaking of, I know it kind of broke real quick today. There was a picture of Batman, Wonder Woman, and Flash from Justice League got released. It just people were tweeting us out to put it up there. We might not have the picture for it, guys, but check it out. It just got released. I think it was Empire Magazine released it. It's the same kind of set that look like we've seen before. They're in those tunnels where the parademons are attacking. So it's Batman's, Flash, and Wonder Woman kind of looking at something, but it's a good shot of their suits. So I know what else is we've got Comic-Con coming up. So I guess I'm kind of looking at that's pretty much for the stories. I want to make sure we covered everything because every time I leave here, I'm always like, oh, we forgot to talk about that because I know a couple things happened today, but I know that picture was one. But we got Comic-Con coming up next week.
The big thing is Comic-Con is going to be...
So what are your thoughts? Real quick, we got 5 minutes. Let's talk Comic-Con. A little preview, because I'm not going to be here next week. You won't be here next week. I won't be here, so...
I'll be here next week. I'll be doing
the show?
For the show, yeah. And then I have the Comic-Con after, yeah.
Oh, you're leaving Thursday?
Yeah, I'm leaving on Thursday.
It's going to be you and the boys? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, there we go. So I think... So obviously Justice League will be there. I think Sneider will be there. They've said Whedon will not, and I think that's an incredibly respectful thing. That Whedon's not going to go. But I think when Zach comes out, everyone will be on their feet for him.
Oh, 100%.
A show of support. I think that's going to be awesome. So I think
that's a very good move too.
Yeah, absolutely. I think at the end of the day, it's going to say his name on the film. It won't say Whedon.
Right.
I think, and Whedon probably won't even fight for it. He'll go, no, it's his movie. I think because Whedon's in a good place with the Justice.
He's just a good guy.
Yeah, he's just a good guy.
Yeah.
He's got Batgirl coming up. Which we don't have a date for. We don't know when the order is. Sorry, ladies.
But we know it's happening. I'm excited.
We know it's happening. I think Aquaman will have something. I don't know if we'll get a trailer. My friends
I kind of think we're gonna get a trailer. I kind of think we will. I think we'll get a teaser, not a full trailer.
November of 18.
Yeah, so it's a while away.
They have all next Comic-Con, though.
But because of all of the photos that have been released already, I think we're going to get a teaser. I don't think it's going to be a full trailer, but I think we're going to get a good solid 30 seconds to like 45.
Now that I think about it, because last Comic-Con, Justice League was still a year. It was basically Aquaman of this year. It was like a year and a couple months away, and we got that great sizzle reel. But I also think that was done after BVS go, hey, we got to show people that Justice League is different.
But I think Aquaman, too, I think they're just trying to build the buzz.
I think we'll get a little bit. I think we'll get a sizzle. Not much, because how much of that is going to be underwater? I'm thinking 30 to 45
seconds we'll get max. And a lot of it's going to be title
The cast
screens.
will be there. I think the cast. But then they're filming. They're in Australia filming right now. Momoa just posted a picture with him and Amber at a ball game or something. So they're filming. Could they come in for a couple days?
I think
perhaps.
Definitely. Because
Australia is just the
so...
Pacific Ocean away. We'll see.
But I mean, they consider that when they're doing the shooting schedule.
Sure.
Comic-Con is big enough that...
Yeah, because we've never seen the whole cast together for the Aquaman cast. We've never seen the cast together, but they still have next year.
That's true.
To be the big film. So I don't think we're getting any Batman news. I don't even know if Affleck will even be there, because they are filming the reshoots right now. So who knows who's available. I think Gal needs to be there.
Gal
just
definitely.
Because of coming off of Wonder Woman, the audience will go nuts for her. She will dominate Comic-Con if she shows up. Just the love of her. So I think she'll be there. I don't think we're getting any Batman news. I don't think we'll get any Flash news. Or maybe we might get a reveal of the director of Flash, because they're coming close. We might get the Suicide Squad reveal director.
I don't know if they're going to...
I'm going to say Justice League and Aquaman. That's the focus.
Yeah. I think that they're probably not going to reveal directors just because of all of the kind of back and forth they've had up to this point. They're not going to do an event that is going to announce the director. Like, they're not going to do that at an event, I don't think. I think it's going to be online, so then if it changes, they can just change it online.
I think we will absolutely get a Justice League trailer. The full, probably, maybe final trailer, because we've had the tease, then the trailer. We had the Comic-Con tease, then we had the trailer, and we'll get another big 2.5 minute plot trailer. Yeah. I think that's what we're going to get. Should be awesome. I'm hoping.
I'm excited about all of it.
Fans out there, if you guys go to Comic-Con, please. I met a bunch of you guys last year. I met so many of you guys come up to me. I'll have DC stuff on. Probably wearing a leather jacket at night so you guys recognize me. But please come up. Let's talk. Let's hang out. If any of you guys, I'm going to put this out there because I'm going to try to get, I want the Pop Funko Bruce Wayne Justice League figure. He's in the trench coat with the batarang. I'm going to try to get it myself. They do this weird raffle outside to go in line to get tickets at certain times. If any of you guys that are watching this, that are going to the con, plan on getting Funkos, if you pick up a Batman, please pick one up for me. I'll pay you back, shipping, whatever it costs. Just let me know. So just keep an eye out for me if you guys do, if you go. If not, you know, no worries at all. But so I'm trying to throw a wide net for all my friends that are going to this, that I'm on the lookout for that.
I have a wider net. Just buy me anything and send me stuff. I like it.
But that's it. We're almost under time. Wrapping it up nicely. My lady, put yourself over.
Hey, you guys can find me on Twitter at Elena Jordan and on Instagram at That Elena Jordan Girl. And yeah, if you guys see me at Comic-Con, come up, say hello. I'll be tweeting out where I'm at and Instagramming and on the stories and the whatnot. So come find me.
And I am Mike Kalinowski. Find me on Mike Kalinowski. I want to say today, I finally can say it. I had booked a role on General Hospital.
Yay!
But the cool thing for me, for my career, this was my very first direct offer. I did not audition for the role. But I want to say it here because I cannot say what I'm doing because it airs tomorrow. But this network, After Buzz, Popcorn Talk, Maria Menounos, Kevin Onegaro, they are this hosting character podcasting was indirectly responsible for me getting the role. It is, I can't say it, but my character on the show is similar because they were looking for a certain thing and my agent was able to pitch me. I met the casting director and he'd said, your agent just pitched you so right. She was able to give me your reel and your work and you were the right fit. So this network and what I do here is indirectly responsible for getting this role with this kind of step forward in my career. That's so for this network, Maria, Kevin, you guys listening, and everyone that watches this show and my following on Twitter, it helped me get this role.
And
it's
we're
probably
thinking about you, Maria, and sending you lots of love.
So I am forever in debt to this company and this place here for helping out. After it airs tomorrow, I can tell you guys more next week or whatever, but you'll see why. But that's it. We'll see you at Comic-Con. Come up to me. Reach me out at Comic-Con. We'll see you guys all there. We're going to have a great time.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, Kristian Harloff, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network. We would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of its owners or principals.